What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the pilot seat. Welcome to the spaceship, whatever you want to call it. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired, so we're just gonna clear it out. I don't want to give any of that energy that's like anxious or whatever your way, because this is a really important video. I mentioned on TikTok I was gonna make this video, so yeah, I'm smoking. I did make a video about smoking, and everybody ran to my comments and said, well, what if I smoke this way? What if I do this with smoking, and this about my habits and this and that? And it's like y'all didn't even watch the video for real. Like at the end, I literally told y'all on a peer pressure shit damn near. I said smoke. I didn't say not to smoke. I said smoke. But make sure you know why you're smoking. Because the moment you stop using something, it can start using you when you still use it. You feel me? Y'all should know what I'm saying at this point. I'm coming back down to earth. I need to lower my goddamn vibration. So I'm smoking. And I can just enjoy and talk about this sensitive subject. Now that we're a minute into the video, let's talk about why we're here and the great work we need to be doing. Healing the goddamn planet. And what's the problem? Y'all live here. You know the fucking problems. Let's talk about the biggest one. Or one of the biggest ones. And then we'll talk about where it comes from and where it stems from. And I want you to pay attention to your heart in this video and pay attention to how you feel, because y'all know the physical came last. I'm gonna say a lot of shit that y'all know already. I'm not teaching anybody here. I'm just reminding you what you forgot. The physical is the densest layer of reality, and we can put a cosmological understanding to all of it and say, you know, you got your etheric plane right next to it, and the emotional and the astral and the causal, the mental, the divine. You know, there's probably an infinite number of planes, but you need to understand these all came from upward, the divine, the spirit, and then densified. So in a weird roundabout way, y'all know when we try to fix mental, emotional, or spiritual problems with physical solutions, we don't fix them. We basically medicate the symptom rather than the syndrome. And then all of a sudden, you got the same goddamn romantic partner. You broke your heart again. You get the same goddamn boss, same circumstance, same situation. You ain't learned shit because you're trying to fix a spiritual problem with a physical solution. We got to reverse engineer this shit and work the other way around so we can actually change our space spiritually and get somewhere else. So what's the problem, Mark, now that we're 3 minutes in? Fucking poverty, the lack of money. And this is a touchy subject for people in the spiritual community. So if again, pay attention to your heart, because if I make you feel something that you don't like to feel or like to think about, I want you to really sit with it and just breathe it in. It's okay. If we push our problems under the rug and push them under the fucking box under the stairs, does the problem go away? No, the fuck it doesn't. But there's this whole ass ethical moral dilemma about money and spirituality and things of that nature, and saying that if you're spiritual, you should be broke and poor and not have money and not attached to finances. Because y'all can see people who are lost in finance. That's just desire and lostness. Like, some people paper chase their life away. A lot of y'all can relate. Me fucking too. Seriously. Because money gives us everything. It's a representation of value, and you need it to pay your bills. You need it to survive. You need it to get food. The lack of money is killing people. Poverty is killing people. Everybody should be able to get their needs met. Poverty makes people do crazy things, guys. And I had an epiphany yesterday while the damn moon conjunct Chiron. Like almost at the same goddamn time, bruh. I was up on my altar and setting intentions and just putting energy down. And my default intention, and I think a lot of y'all can agree, is let's manifest money. Let's manifest value. Let's manifest stability. And Spirit thumped me on the fucking head, dude, and said, look, open your eyes, dude. And I'm not bragging. I've worked hard for it. There's a solid jade statue in front of my face, dude. Spirit said, Mark, when is enough going to be enough, bro? Do you realize how far you are from the poverty line compared to other people? And I just shed the emotion where it came from. Let me tell you where it comes from, because you know poverty is just the physical manifestation of the spiritual place, wherever the fuck it came from. What is that? What is money? Because we're suffering from the lack of it, right? We know this shit. What is money? Money, for the most part, is imaginary. And I did make a TikTok at one point. I don't know the dude's name. I really don't give a shit, to be honest. But I stitched his video where he's like, money's not real. Money's fucking fake. And he's given a lot of good information, but it's not exactly correct. And I was that same person a couple years ago. And y'all know, who've been rocking me for a minute, saying, money's not real. Money's not real. It has no power. It doesn't have any power. You have to give it power to make it powerful. But to say that money does not exist, it's not in this reality, is a damn fucking lie. I will pull some money out right now, bitch, and show you that money is real. Like, it's so real. So we got to watch our language too, because language can be limiting. Money's not really powerful. And that's a damn lie also. Y'all see how limited it is? It is powerful because I can do things and buy shit with it. On the most simplistic level, you know money represents value. So, for us to have a lack of money, in some way, shape, or form, we have a lack of value. And it's most likely not perceived value from the outside. It's the way you perceive your own value. And, oh man, I wish I had my journal on me, because I said something hard. Just the most poetic way to embody this, man. But if you don't have money, you can't get your physical needs met. How does that feel? It feels like you're in lack. You might be starving. You might be homeless. You might be feeling the rough part of nature because you don't have shelter and comfort, right? How does that affect somebody mentally? For you to not have something, you must think on some level, because of your reality, that you don't deserve it, or that you don't possess the value required to possess it, whatever that thing is. And I am so grateful to be so far from the poverty line, guys, but I understand poverty and I've experienced it firsthand. And you guys know the apple doesn't far fall from the tree. So even y'all who have not experienced poverty, who have parents who have, you've inherited their beliefs and their belief system and their unconscious programming. And they've instilled it in you because that's how they found their security. They've worked their way out of it. Okay? And now we get programmed to paper chase and get the bag all day, every goddamn day. Even if you got 10K and you're saving for a rainy day fund. You feel me? It's dumb as fuck. When is enough going to be enough? I can't judge anybody besides myself. But you got to ask yourself, am I being greedy? Avarice. Do you have enough? And in a weird roundabout way, if you're watching this video, you have always had enough at every point in time leading up to this point. If you didn't need it, you didn't have it. And if you didn't have it, you didn't need it. It's not to say not necessarily in the last situation, because sometimes we don't have our needs met, but we sacrifice and make do. Okay? You always had enough. How many times did you feel like you didn't? And spend emotional energy in lack, mental energy in lack. When are you going to realize you're good enough? That you have value already, that you are a valuable person? Because the lack of money, the lack of having our physical needs met and our emotional needs met and our mental needs met is a soft, slow, gradual death of your desires, your pleasures, and your dreams through malnourishment. So we need to get our needs met. And we need a lot of shit that we don't talk about. It's not just fucking money and status and cars. So the point, we're fucking programmed by the media as well, by everybody who has unconscious program. The media, sometimes we externalize it like it's just a beast from the higher powers, and the fuck that New World Order shit. I'm tired of that lostness. I know this is a slight digression, but if you're spiritual and you're rocking with me, quit giving your fucking power to higher ups and people you've never seen in your goddamn life. But you blame them for the problems you experience. What the fuck are you doing? Get your responsibility and power back. Saturn retrograde is not having this shit, man. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. And I'm tired of seeing it every time I get on the goddamn internet. It's fucking stupid. If the problem's not in front of your fucking face, it's not a fucking problem. Go within. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm about to get blasphemous up in here. Money, where do we leave off? Okay. More importantly, let me take a breath, because I'm starting to shout. I am not angry at y'all, and if I start giving this Martian Pluto energy because I want to change the world and y'all start feeling like I'm attacking you, whew, I kind of am for real, because it's the energy that goes through us. Y'all see why I'm smoking? Fuck. Let me get back to the Cancer energy, because I care about y'all and I love y'all so much. So, pay attention to your heart. Your heart is your moon, your Cancer energy, where you hold your cares, and where your Merkaba rests. It's all the same shit. I've been saying it over and over and over again. It will lead you where you need to go, but you need to pay attention to what's on your heart, okay? It sounds cliche because you hear it from all types of people who don't have what they want in their goddamn life, because they don't actually feel their feelings. They don't actually have that shit spinning properly. It's just it's vague optimism. You can give that for free. Nah, open your goddamn heart. I'm telling you, with unconditional love, no strings attached, no nothing, no expectation of anything besides care for the highest good, harming none. Real love might even be better than unconditional love, but words are limiting. You need to feel safe on this planet. That's what you need. You need to feel like your needs will be met. Even though we don't always have our needs met because of the system, whatever the fuck we want to blame it on, this, that, and third. They're not always going to be met, but we need to feel that they're met, because it stems back to the unconscious programming. If you feel that feeling, you will create thoughts to justify lack. And then those will become, again, the thoughts linked to the emotions, both linked to the actions linked to the habits. Your habits create your life. And the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too strong to be broken. So if you are young or somewhat ready to learn, let's get this shit sorted out now so we can fix this goddamn planet. For real, for real. The unconscious programming goes so deep, guys. So even if you found stability in your life, you probably have poverty programming and poverty beliefs and a belief in lack. And at some point that stems back to you not being good enough personally in your life. We're going to leave it off astrology, but your personal possessions are directly linked to your value and what you bring to the table. So if you don't feel like you have a role in society, you feel like you don't have a purpose or a reason to add value, no connection to what you bring that benefits the whole, no job to do essentially. And I know a lot of y'all are tired of the goddamn jobs because of Uranus and Taurus. I digress. You want to be free. But that's the most alienating feeling now, because we've been through this global pandemic, because for you to step out of the program that you've been in for who knows how many lifetimes, you know nature fills a void with what just was there. So whenever you undo something, you got to replace it with something equal and opposite but better, or else you will revert back to old patterns because your unconscious does not know another way. So you got to go within. And a lot of y'all are in that paper chase. Slow the fuck down. Stop. Literally, if you want to make money in such a counterintuitive way, stop fucking chasing it. You all know this. Wanting money pushes it away, because a lot of times if you look at money as something you're lacking in and you need it to get your needs met. And it's also so interesting how we've developed a value system. I don't have any judgment on it. I'm trying to be objective about this shit. We have to be, so we can actually learn. But money is so easily tradable. You can not only get your physical needs met, but you can buy status and power with money and use it very easily. It's very liquid, and there's many forms of currency. And currency literally tells you what's happening. It's emotional exchange, currency, vision, ways of fire and water. So you don't get that through just chasing that dollar bills. You got to understand that that comes from value. It's not just a tangible thing that you need to possess, because that's the energy of neediness, of lack. So that will repel it every time, right? So we are going to take it there. And again, take deep breaths and focus on your heart, because I'm going to probably piss some people off. So y'all hate capitalism. You blame the system again. You blame everything but yourself for your lack of resource or self-worth. So you think capitalism is the problem. I don't claim to be an economics major or anything, but to my understanding, capitalism is an economic system based on capital. And what is capital? Capital is value. Exchange of currency. It sounds exactly like the natural thing we're talking about. Having value and having our needs met, and then equating the things that meet our needs with value. So the moment you externalize and anthropomorphize and blame your fucking government about capitalism, because you have no fucking value to add to the world, you'd rather receive something rather than create and give something or share something you innately have, maybe you're the problem. Maybe capitalism isn't the fucking problem. And I'm inclined to agree that because of the capitalist system, there are very interesting issues in the world right now. I live here too. I understand. I don't even really want to get into an economics debate. I'm going to leave it at that. You are worth a lot. You're worth damn near something and so much. Y'all know this. You've come through so much money in your life. Like, I don't want to bum y'all out based on this topic, but it's very important we look at the elephant in the room and kind of look at where it came from and look at kind of how it manifests and remanifests, because it's a really big tangled mess when we live in a global economy, and it's information Aquarius time, you feel me? There's so much happening on the planet that you really need to participate in the currency and kind of get with the program, or else you'd be asked out. So, dude, it makes sense to struggle with money in this day and age and problems of self-worth, because everything you see on the goddamn internet is telling you to paper chase, because we're all kind of like competing in that sense. The more chains and cars and pictures of Bali I can put in my social media, the more valuable of a person I become. It's like we forgot that we're the same damn person. So why the fuck are we trying to put each other down by fucking making ourselves look better? Or said that completely fucked up, but y'all know what I mean. You felt the energy. Man, y'all can see where I'm at right now. Fuck, dude, I feel a lot better to get that off my chest. I just want y'all to know you're worth something. And I'm gonna repeat this because it's been in a lot of the readings lately. I want to remind you, because of the capitalist society, one of the byproducts or manifestations of this system is equating our self-worth with productivity. The more we produce, the more valuable we become, because our time equals money. You see where I'm going with this? So, you don't have to be producing something of every second of every day. It's actually kind of weird if you do that. I'm not gonna lie, no judgment. I've done it and actually got really good at it. But it's kind of weird because your spirit is here to learn, and it's a process of expansion and contraction, growth and rest. You're gonna wear yourself out, friend. Chill the fuck out and take a breath and just breathe and understand that the world will not stop spinning if you take a break, quite literally. It's okay. And also, one other thing, I'm gonna teach you something that Saturn wants you to know. And a lot of us struggle with this message, okay? So about boundaries, about limits, about restrictions, you know? Boundaries are kind of nice if you really get down and think about it. And to be quite frank, boundaries are there to protect us. That's what they do. They're to set bounds. Sometimes they divide us and hurt us a little bit more, but it's in good intention, good spirits. So, damn. Please come back, Idea Train. Please come back. Saturn lesson, restrictions, safety. Oh yeah, not having to be working all the goddamn time. So check this out. If you're too neurotic, too meticulous, too let me plan my 10th house and use Saturn to build my whole entire life and status and career up until the day I die, shit is gonna fuck up. You are gonna trip on your feet. You are gonna manifest wearing yourself out, all types of things like that. But also understand that because of the dynamic changing nature of this world, sometimes you do need to contract and you do need to rest and you do need to let time, aka Saturn, Chronos, same thing, play out and let the manifestations densify and let things shift and let energy fall into place. That is Saturn, it is time, it tests longevity. So there are times when you should not be producing. And for all intents and purposes, the universe could be saving your ass and just making sure you don't produce bullshit. Because imagine if you meticulously planned out your damn tower and once you get in the top of the tower, it topples over, or in your best case scenario stays up, but you found out that you didn't even want to be in that tower in the first place and you just spent your whole life doing it. So you've hit all your goals, but it wasn't fulfillment. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So you need success with fulfillment. The big picture changes on the way. So you need to kind of like get that idea out of your head of having it all figured out. It would be weird as fuck if you had it all figured out. Quite honestly, how old are you? You shouldn't have it figured out. We're all in this together, you know? So the important thing is that you have connection. And this is what Cancer season is trying to teach all of y'all. I'm going to give you the lesson from the sun, the Leo 6 degrees, perfectly trine Pluto, to give you evolution in real time. This is the gift right here. Feel your feelings. Open your heart. Water connects us all. You don't have to have it planned out. Earth always changes. And Earth is left brain. You're looking outside of yourself for it still. With water, this is intuitive. As long as you feel your feelings, you will have direction. If you know where step A is, B will be revealed once you take that step. You better believe that. I want you to pretend like you're a bat or a dolphin or an echolocating aquatic something that's blind. Okay? So left brain is almost, I don't want to say not an option, but it's not external. No more external. But you connect to the external through vibration, intuition, how you feel on the inside, how you receive the waves and the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because we are living through the maze in one way, shape, or form. Either a collective matrix type of thing. I believe that's a negative belief because, again, remember that conversation of anthropomorphizing and externalizing and assigning blame and belief to higher powers and people behind closed doors that we've never met? Sounds a whole lot like giving your power away to self-sabotage. So just pay attention to yourself and feel your own feelings, and they will lead you up to where you want to go. And you'll know what you want to achieve by how it feels as well. So this is about getting success with fulfillment. You will know what your dream or your intention is because you will set it logically. You got to make it make sense, but understand the thought is the masculine impulse and then the feeling is the feminine, plus and then the minus. So you will receive the feeling by keeping intentions, and just make sure you feel your way to where you want to go, and you will literally end up there. No doubt about it. But you might have to feel some things out in the first place because a lot of us have blocked up hearts. So pay attention to your heart and make sure that you're breathing is all I got to say. Like, I'm not going to tell y'all not to smoke because y'all literally just watched me smoke here, but make sure you're getting air in your lungs for real. And if smoking is the thing that prevents it, make sure you're breathing, dude. Put energy, love, intention into your heart. Forgiveness for yourself and others. Hold compassion and unconditional love for yourself and others, and you will be okay. Healthy boundaries. Take care of yourself. Love and light isn't everything. And Pluto will tell you that real fucking fast. Y'all already know. So, again, thank you guys for being here for 25 minutes in this deep water. I really appreciate it. Nobody likes to go into the 8th house alone. So thank you for spending time here with me. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're well. take Cancer season in stride, enjoy it. We got so much more time to open our motherfucking hearts, so let's go. It's super exciting, and I hope you guys are doing that and just feeling your way into something. I don't care if what you've been feeling has been terrible. The fact that you're feeling your feelings is the most powerful thing in the world. I'm serious. I wouldn't say that just to say that. There are people who are so hurt they just gave up on feeling their feelings. And that can't be you. It can't be. I love y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'm gonna pull, there we go. I don't even need to pull it. It's the Queen of Pentacles. All the earth is gonna be good. Everything you're trying to water and manifest, just give it time, you know? And I do wanna remind you on that note that if you are making good changes in the world, in the universe, and that's you, and you're on the great path of us all and everybody and yourself, more power to you. But also remember, you can't harvest your plant the same season that you planted. Just doesn't make sense. So give it time. You got this. I trust you. All power to you and your manifestations and you guys' great work. I love y'all.